So, this is Torgoth.
It hasn't changed a bit.
As the giant beast marched towards death, the last hope is a scavenger named Rex, and Pyra, a living weapon known as a blade. And can you find the fabled paradise she calls home? Can you find Elysium, command a group of blades, and lead them to countless strategic victories before the world ends? Each Titan that you explore hosts its own distinct cultures, wildlife, and diverse regions. Search the vast open areas of the labyrinthine corridors for treasures, secret paths, and creatures to battle and index. During these escapades, you will get to know a large cast of just eccentric characters, including the weaponized life forms known as blades. Gather these allies, bond with them to increase their power, and utilize their special arts to devastate enemies. But to save the world of all rest, you must demystify its cloudy past. This is a new story in the Xenoblade Chronicles series that we're talking about for review, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the Nintendo Switch. This is an amazing game. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is an amazingly fun and addictive continuation of the Xenoblade series created by Monolith Soft. My experience with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 lasted for a little over 93 hours, and I had an adventure that left a lasting impression.
What the bloody hell is this? Don't tell me this is meant to be me.
A remarkable likeness, to say the least.
Oi, did you see something?
No.
I love the story and characters in Xenoblade 2. I got really invested in the characters, and even now am craving a further experience. I want to explore these characters and relationships and stories even more. This game is packed with quality voice acting and great writing, and I would love to say more about the story, but I want to stay spoiler free so you can fully enjoy these gripping twists and turns like I did. You can enjoy the wonderful character development, great writing, wonderful atmosphere, and what I believe is a very even flow of an amazing story. I think that they put this together very well, and it made a big impact on me. To say this directly, Monolith Soft promised a deep combat experience that would expand as the game progresses, and they delivered on that promise. The combat system in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is inspired. I thoroughly enjoyed every encounter and had to stay on my toes even with the seemingly weakest of opponents. One-hit kills essentially don't exist in this game, as each battle with enemies, even a few levels below your own, involves paying close attention to party combos and skills, using the break, topple, launch, and smash system, and paying attention to the many menus and battle commands that appear throughout the battle. The menu and quick travel system can be a bit daunting at first, but are worth learning for easy traveling to locations that you'll become extremely familiar with throughout your campaign. There are a ton of areas to explore across an array of different Titans with diverse maps that are filled with massive environments that are not only beautiful to look at, but also completely explorable. It blew me away to look in the far distance to see something that was just big, large, and amazing on a mountain, and then eventually I was over there, and exploration was really cool. The awesome gameplay is accompanied by an amazing soundtrack from Yasunori Mitsuda. There are an amazing variety of attractive music that adds volumes to this title's charm. The only negative I can note on my experience with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is that there are times when I experience some significant frame rate drops, specifically in handheld mode, during intense battles that had a lot going on. There are also little pop-ins here and there when quick traveling to new areas, which was also only in handheld mode. Now, these were not drastic enough to take away from my experience, as I was actually very impressed with my time playing in handheld mode during my playthrough. And this was a little over 50 hours of my time with this game was me carrying it around. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 delivers on the promise of immersive combat, a rich story, and almost endless exploration. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is cemented as one of the very best JRPGs that I've ever experienced and belongs in the conversation for the very best among titles for the Nintendo Switch. I highly recommend Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for an unforgettable experience that grows and gets deeper as you play. For all things Nintendo Switch, stay right here. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to Gamestork. We'll see you next time.
Gamestork, delivering news, reviews, and playthroughs like a newborn baby.